Okay, this is obviously a call about free groups. FYI, I am not an expert on free groups. I know how to do them, but it's not how I personally have built my business. Um, but it is the new craze. It is what a lot of the bigger coaches are doing. It is what a lot of the new coaches are doing to hit Success Club 20 plus. If you go in the Engage document and you see those SC20s and above, every one of those are doing free group to some extent. So it's definitely something everyone should at least try and do and see if it works for you. Okay. So I'm going to explain. I'm sure a lot of you already know what free groups are, but I'm going to explain what a free group is because I know there is some confusion about it. What a free group is it's basically a group that you're going to create that you're going to put more market people in, random people that you haven't had any contact with through Facebook ads, your like page, anybody that wants to get free stuff from you, you're going to add to your free group. This is not a challenge group, a Beachbody challenge group. It's not a holding place for your clients in most cases. This is something that you're giving to customers for free to build relationships and to possibly get sales in the future, and also so you can get in front of more people to market to, okay? So that's what a free group is. It's not a Beachbody challenge group. People think that it's, the same thing, and it's not, okay? There are tons of different types of groups you can do. They generally are fitness groups, nutrition groups, sometimes, water, like hydration groups. I mean, you can make a group out of anything, but generally most things are either fitness or nutrition related. And there's also different lengths you can make these groups. I think the sweet spot for fitness groups is 21 days. I wouldn't go any longer than that. The sweet spot for nutrition groups is 10 to 12 days, maybe 14 tops. I wouldn't go much longer than that. But those are the different types of free groups you would run. So basically you're going to be presenting to people that you want to do, let's say, a 10-day nutrition group. Well, in those 10 days, you're going to give them meal plans, and you're going to be treating it like a challenge group and holding them accountable to their nutrition and their diet, and trying to get them results through that, so that eventually you can turn them onto a Beachbody program to further their results. Basically, you're getting them addicted to results, and you're going to present to them that you can get them even better results eventually with what we have to offer. Okay. Most people get confused on how to even start these groups. The best way to do it is to do events not only on your personal page and inviting everybody on your personal page to your free group event, but also posting an event on your like page and boosting them. Okay. What I mean by boosting is putting money behind it to target the people that either have liked your page, either the people that liked your page and your friends, or a certain niche. I think boosting, just putting it in front of people on your like page, is plenty good enough. Is that what you do, Michelle?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I'll do a target ad.
Sometimes, yeah. I guess it depends on what exactly you're trying to do, too.
And then other times I just do it for people who's liked my page.
Yeah.
Now, I have been told, I've heard this in numerous groups, to not do, it's people who like your page and their friends, because some of them people has got like God knows how many friends, so it's just randomly going out there to God knows who.
People have said that, and I've heard that, but I have the best results from that. So personally, it works for me. And that's where on your like page, I can do a training on ads eventually, but the ads thing is something you definitely have to play with. It's every little thing is going to work differently for somebody else. So anyway, so basically you make an event. Yeah, I'm sure everybody somewhat knows how to make an event, and you do it on your like page and your personal page. And boosting is so easy. You just click boost this post on your like page, put some money behind it, target either people who like your page, et cetera, and go, and it's done. Okay. I'm going to do a screenshot. Let's see.
The hardest thing with that is whatever your photo is. Because if Facebook says you got too much text on it, then they're going to kick it back or whatever.
Yep. At least with the event, though, I've noticed that I haven't had an event get denied, even with crazy text in the picture.
Yeah, the events I haven't, but when I boosted it, then it would get denied.
Would it?
Yeah.
Or
I've had that a couple times.
What's that?
I think it's 20%. It can't cover, the text can't be more than like 20% of the photo or something like that.
And sometimes if you have like a photo that has like, it is a text photo, it'll go through, but if you add more text to it, it won't. I don't know. They're funny about how they do it.
Yeah.
Because I just did 2 and I had to change the picture and it was like, okay, they approved it, but then they turned right back around and disapproved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think now that you say that, you can boost it, but I think you can actually go into your event as well, and there should be a settings thing like right here where I'm clicking.
Yeah.
And you can
Asleep.
You can promote it. I think it says promote or
yes,
something.
you can promote it from there, and that won't get denied on picture because that's the event itself. So just FYI, you can come in here and promote it as well. This is an old event, so I was just going to show you an example. Here's an example of one that me and Nikki did together in the wintertime, January 11th. This is the event we made. And when you make an event, you want to make sure that you tell people that they need to buddy request you. Like they need to make you a friend on your personal page, and they need to like your like page before you do anything with them. Don't add everybody that wants to join for nothing. The main thing you want to do is make them, at least at the very minimum, buddy request you, because on your personal page is where you're going to be able to breadcrumb and market to these people. Okay? So the whole point of getting these people in this free group is not just to give them something for free. It's to get you in front of more people so they can see exactly who you are, what you're doing, build trust with them, and see the Beachbody side of things on your personal page because, your stuff's going to hit their newsfeed. So this is an example of what I do on what I say on my event. And I can post this in Team Just Believe in the Files tab. But this is what I do. So it's very call to action-esque. I give them the information, if you want to read it. Yeah, you guys can see it, right?
Yeah.
So I basically give them the information on what the free group is, what it's about, try to talk about basically the solution that I'm providing for them to get back into fitness or nutrition, okay? Let them know that every single thing is free. You can see I have capitalized free in a few places. And then this is the call to action part on how to join the challenge. So if you see right here, how to join this challenge, and I do a step-by-step thing, okay? So step 1 is to like my page. So in this instance, it's Nikki's page. And I post a link to her like page. They have to like her page. That's step 1, okay? Step 2 is to send Nikki a friend request on her personal page. So instead of making them look for her, I post a link to her personal page. There's no excuse. All they have to do is click on it and buddy request her, okay? And step 3 is to request into the private group. So I won't add people to the private group. I make them request in, and then I message them to make sure that I either check or message them to make sure that they have at least buddy requested me before I approve their request in to the free group.
Usually if they buddy requested you, they like your page.
Yeah. The most important thing is the buddy request. So, and you'll be able to tell if they're your friend or not when you go to approve them. So does that make sense? Anybody have questions on that?
Now, when y'all, if any of y'all, I know some of y'all have gone through the free challenge group training and they show you how to do the forms for people to fill out. So you get their information. So there's different ways you can do it too. You can have them fill out a form. That way you get their email.
You can do that too.
Yeah. So
I mean, you can add that into the step-by-step process, like here. I have never had tons of luck marketing through email. I do better showing people who I am and what I do through Facebook. So I don't worry about the forms so much, because I can it's easy to get people to sign up for a free account with you anyway, and you're going to get their email that way as well. But there again, it's personal preference and it's what you want to do. But I don't want to give them too many steps, because then they just say, to heck with this and move on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then going to a form and having to fill out more info is just more, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I've done it both ways, with the form and without the form.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never had good luck with the form either.
Yeah, it's just not for me, but it's worked for others. So
sometimes, I'll have nobody fill it out, but they, keep wanting into the group. And then I've had, like 50 people fill it out. So,
yep.
It just depends.
And then I post here's how it will work deal. So I tell them basically each morning they are going to get a post with the workout. And that they need to, along with myself, would be sharing. I haven't done one in a while. I basically let them know that I'm going to be sharing motivation, healthy meals, recipes, and encouragement. So it's just like a challenge group, guys. You want to treat it like that. You want to give them as much free stuff as possible so they can build trust and know that you're not in it for the wrong reasons. But basically, I give them how it will work. So they're going to know exactly what to expect in the group. And they know when it's going to start and everything else. And I do let them know, if you see this down here. Lastly, I am not a doctor. And so I don't get all these crazy questions. And I cover my butt because insurance purposes, like I don't want to, if I hurt somebody, I'm letting them know that you know what I'm saying? You don't have to put this, but this is just what I do. And I make sure to let them know to listen to their body. And if they're experiencing pain or discomfort, to back off. Okay? And then I, again, make them know that they need to complete the 3 steps above to join, or they're not going to be a part of it. And at the very end, I put no coaches allowed, because I don't need to be dealing with that. Okay? And when you boost posts, since you're a Beachbody page, you're going to get coaches that are going to want in to your stuff.
Yeah.
So this eliminates that problem generally most of the time. And that's why people do those forms too, is to funnel out coaches and stuff. But this is the way I've done it. So then we make a few posts in there and talk about it, whatever. But that's how the event works. So you make this is a personal page event. You do the exact same thing on your like page. You copy paste it, do the exact same thing. Okay. After that, let's see. After you get everybody into the group itself, everybody's buddy requested you, you're ready to go. You can start your free group. So this is an example of my free group I did a long time ago. And this is kind of what you should do. You want to post a picture with the workout in it. It just makes it more visually accepting for people. It makes it more fun. It makes you look professional. If you can see, I put my website in it. I put my logo in it. And at the beginning of this, I make sure they know that they need to post their accountability below my picture. So it's not all over the place and my post isn't getting buried. I make them post in the comments of the workout for their accountability. Okay? And so they're going to get one of these every single day. Okay? And then what Nikki and I did is we've been doing them together. And we try to treat it like our personal page too. So we'll give them free recipes. We'll give them let's see. What's a call to action? So here's a recipe. Nikki's posting recipes here. This is me linking a recipe to my website, my blog. There's another workout. Here's Nikki doing another recipe for everyone. Okay. Workout. Another recipe. I don't know why.
It's not a recipe. It's just all I did.
No, it's missing. This page is old, so some of this stuff's missing stuff.
But
I don't know why.
like what
Sweet potatoes do for you for pre-workout. Is that what that was?
it was something like that. Yeah, like why it's healthy for you or what benefits it has for you or something like that.
Yeah, just informational stuff. Giving them tons of free goodies. Fitness and nutrition tips and tricks.
Jeez.
I know. For some reason, this stuff's missing.
Oh, it probably when Buff, all that. So,
Yeah.
that and it wiped everything out.
Yeah, because see, so usually on the workout like this, I posted something above this picture that said week 2, day 4, make sure you're using good form, engage your core. On the lunges, don't let your knee go past your ankle. Like I would tell people tips and tricks on how to do good form and to get the most out of the workout. So I didn't just post a picture by itself. Obviously, it got erased somehow.
Click the picture, because I know sometimes it would leave it if you click the picture and it opens up. Sometimes
here you go.
over there.
Yeah. So there you
Yeah, you put it there instead of where people see it.
Yep. See, be sure to go slow and controlled through all movements of every exercise. Engage your core. Remember the military push-ups. See, I just give them a little rundown on how to do each exercise and how to do it without hurting themselves. You know what I mean? And then, as you can see, post your accountability below. I put that in caps at the bottom. I want them to post that accountability because I want to keep them going. Okay, it's just like a challenge group. You want to keep them engaged. So there's my food prep article. Nikki, keep up the good work. Here's a food pic. And she posted the recipe to it. This is the Fixate peppers, So that's how you run a free group. I think that's the best way to do it. You do a 21-day fitness. You breadcrumb kind of what you're doing with Beachbody all over your page, which you should be already doing anyway. And then you're giving them tons of free stuff, recipes, motivational quotes. I mean, anything you can think of that people would enjoy. Benefits of infusing water with fresh lemon. Nikki talked about kiwis here. Tons of stuff. So, okay. Oh yeah. And then so here we go. Here was the call to action I did. We were in the last week. And basically I talked about the value in our group. I want to let everyone know that I run fitness groups that are much more focused and will provide you with much more support, motivation, and better results. You would have the help of certified trainers, nutrition specialists, and physical therapists. You would be provided with a detailed fitness program, DVDs. So I kind of give them an idea, but I don't mention Beachbody. I just let them know that they're going to get professional support from more than just me. They're going to get their own at-home fitness program. They're going to get portion control containers to help with their nutrition so they don't have to count calories. They're going to get a fitness guide, nutrition guide, a meal replacement supplement full of 72 superfoods, et cetera, et cetera. And so I breadcrumb that throughout the group too. I show before and afters like Justin, if you guys know Justin, my client. So that's the free group. Where are we at, baby? So what I would do is when you do your call to actions, like what I just showed you, I would do it the week before it ends, your free group ends, and then do it again the week it ends. So you get it twice. I've noticed that I don't get a lot of action on my call to actions. I get some likes, maybe 1 or 2 comments. What you need to do is take responsibility. This is the key here. And I've talked to many people that have done free groups, and this is what they do. They all say the same thing. The call to action doesn't get much action. People don't post on it, okay? So what you need to do is go into your free group and go and look at the members that are in your free group and start basically personally messaging them one by one. When I have done that, I have converted tons of challenge packs that way. When I just left my call to actions to do the work by themselves, I have converted 0 challenge packs. Okay? You have to, this is where the invite comes in. You have to take responsibility for your business, your group, those people in that group, because they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. You have to do it for them. So I'm begging you guys, when you do this, just because you didn't get anybody to post on your call to action doesn't mean it didn't work. You have to take responsibility and go after those people. And it's very simple. Just message them. Hey, did you see my call? You don't have to say call to action, but did you see my post about my VIP group that I'm going to be starting? And then they'll answer that question, and then you can kind of go into conversation and let it flow from there. But make sure in the message you let them know the value in it as well, because most likely they just saw the post and didn't read it, and that's why they don't comment. Okay? So make sure you go in and personally message every person. I know that sounds like a lot, but if you have 200 people in a group, don't do all 200. Do the ones that were at least posting on the workouts. Okay? At least do that, which should only be 20, 30 people probably by the end.
And you don't want to just jump in there and right into the, hey, did you see my post? What I try to do is start during the first week of the challenge. Hey, how's it going? You're doing great. What kind of goals are you working towards? So I try to start that conversation early on in the group instead of just, hey, buy a challenge pack. Join my VIP group. That's
my point. Like you want to try, and I should have said that. I took really quick notes right before this. You definitely want, the whole point is to keep people engaged. So you're going to want to try to build relationships during the whole 21 days, just like Shelly's saying. Like, the people that are actually posting, message them every once in a while. Tell them how good they're doing. Recognize how good they're doing. Tell them, how awesome they're doing. And just like she said, to ask them about their goals. Kind of start getting an idea of what they would want to do anyway after this. Okay? Good point. Thank you for covering that, Shelly.
No problem.
Okay. Any questions on the groups? No? You look like you're thinking really hard, Shelly.
I'm trying to think of anything that I might be able to add that I do differently, but I think we all do them pretty close the same.
Yeah. I think the key is not just giving a workout and leaving. You got to post other stuff too. You're a little bit of your Beachbody stuff, free recipes, call to actions, and don't be scared of the call to action. You got to do it with confidence. You got to do it like you really do have a solution to people's problems and that you really do care and you want to help people. And I can't stress enough showing the value in what you have to offer. We don't just have to offer a cool group where you have to buy some stuff to get in. Let them know every detail. Tell them how awesome our groups are, how much fun they are, the prizes we're giving away, the money back guarantee. Stress that. Let them know that we're a big family, because we really are. I mean, it's the truth. And once they get in there, they're going to see it and they're going to love it. So do it with confidence. Don't do it scared. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
You want to? Basically, on the call to actions, be bold. Okay? Now, with the free groups, after you've done a free group, it's all said and done. You either got results from it or you didn't. Okay, by converting challenge packs or not, it doesn't mean that it didn't work if you didn't convert. Okay, I actually did the same set of fitness groups 3 times in a row. It's the 3rd time is when I got all the challenge packs from it. So it might take 60 days of doing it to get the challenge packs out of it. Okay, people are hesitant at first. 21 days or 10 days or 14 days sometimes isn't long enough for them. Okay, they want to be in it. They want you to build a relationship with them to get them to convert. Okay, so just like everybody who's read GoPro, plan, do, review. Plan out your free group, review it after you're done, and try to make it better and repeat it. Okay, but don't do this if you feel like you didn't get a lot of engagement. Try to change it up. Do your posts differently. Change the pictures, change the title. I mean, just pictures and a title can make a big difference. It's the weirdest thing. Okay. Let's see. Prospects. Let's see. I think I've already said this 3 times, but make sure the whole point of having them add you as a friend is that you're going to be doing your social media posts. Make sure you post on your personal page 2 to 3 times a day. That is so crucial. I mean, it doesn't have to be Beachbody stuff. Post you going on a walk for the dog or a food pic or anything. Just post stuff about your life, what you're doing, including your workouts, so they can see what you're all about, what you're doing, and what you have to offer. Okay? That's what I'm saying is the free groups isn't always where you're going to get the sale. It's the people that you added to the free groups that added you as a friend.
Now they're watching you.
Now they're watching you, and that's where you're going to get the sale. That's where I've gotten the most sales. I've gotten people comment on my call to actions outside of the free groups or me talking about the VIP groups on my personal page or my like page that all of a sudden want to join, but they didn't join from the call to action in the free group. Does that make sense?
And it's months later sometimes.
Yeah, so they've been watching me and they've been basically trolling my Facebook and waiting for that opportunity to just hop in. Okay.
Hey, let me ask you something, Corey, because I know some of them have started doing these different. Do you leave everybody in the same group, or do you just keep make new groups now?
That was what I was just gonna say. I just keep rolling over the same group. So I change the title,
Right.
and I make it look a little different. But no, you want to keep those same exact people in that group because, like I said, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 groups to get them to convert. So the more free stuff you give them, the more they post, the more you are making conversation with them, the more trust they're going to build, and finally, eventually, they will convert. So
I wish I would have known that like a year ago when I was doing these. Everybody kept saying, make new groups.
Yeah.
It's, you lose people that way.
Yeah, you want to retain everybody. So just keep rolling over the same group. Just change the title. Like I can show you, let's see.
Yeah. I must have started mine right when they were changing that thinking to roll over, because I think I have, with this month, the new people, about 720 people in my free group right now.
Yeah. Okay,
And
so
they keep inviting.
This is
Sorry.
Greg's free group. You can see he keeps rolling over the same group. He's got 668 people in here now. Like, that's how Greg's been doing it. Is he just keeps rolling over the same stuff, but he's changing what it is. So
Right.
one time it's a 10-day nutrition, it's 21-day fitness, but he's got 668 people he's now marketing to. You see what I'm saying? And he keeps doing the same things over and over again. And see, he's breadcrumbing too. Like he's showing hard corpse results. He's doing videos. See this one, he's doing a video one. Have any of you guys tried that, Michelle?
I did a squat challenge where I made the videos myself.
Yeah.
I do the videos every month and show them what to do.
Do you?
Yep.
Yeah, I think Greg even one time went to YouTube and went on Sean T's page and did Sean T free fitness boot camp.
I did that. Yeah, I did that too.
Yeah,
I did that.
He said he didn't get very good results from it, but I mean, there's always something different or new or cool you can try. Just try it. See what works for you. Everyone's gonna have different results with different things. Just because it didn't work for Greg, don't mean it won't work for you. Okay.
And I know a lot of people see some of these bigger coaches get, all these challenge packs out of it. Y'all got to remember Sarah Brett? She was doing free groups and was getting nothing. And she just all of a sudden, bam.
Exactly.
It was like, because she has 8, you've got to get likes on your like page. You've got to boost it because she has 8, well, last time I looked, it was 8,000.
Yeah.
People liked her page.
Now.
She ran a one-day $10 ad and got thousands of people that wanted in her group, and that's
but see, it's planned to review. Like she kept having to change things and tweak things, and then eventually it just popped. And that's the biggest point I want to say is, I know people have given up so early on these groups, It takes time, man. You got to figure out what works for you.
And build the momentum.
That might take 6 months. I mean, you don't know, but at least you're trying. You know what I mean? Just don't repeat the same stuff over again. Try to change it up a bit so you can get different results. You do the same thing, you get the same results. Good point. I forgot about that. It took her like 6 months.
Mm-hmm. And also, she has a very specific niche. You know, she has runners. And sort of like Leah Heinfeld has the horse people.
Yep.
And I guess, is it Jack Wagner?
Jason Wagner. He's runners too.
Yeah, he's got runners too. So some people, you know, they just have very specific niches and it just kind of falls in place. And so don't look at their success and think, oh God, you know, I'm not doing anything. I want to quit because, you know,
it's going to be different for everyone.
Yeah, it's going to be different. Because like, you know,
like Greg doesn't have a niche. I don't have a niche.
I don't have one either.
But it works. You just gotta keep trying and be consistent.
Find what.
Yeah.
Yep.
One thing I do want to say, because everybody, you're going to hear all kind of trainings. Like we did some team call where somebody does just 5-day groups, and then you have those coaches that do no free groups because they're like, well, that just brings people that's never going to buy anything. Or they start out when they first, you know, are new coaches doing it, and then once they get bigger, then they stop doing them. And they'll all tell you different ways to do it. Some do prizes, because I know in the beginning, like a year ago, that's what, you know, we were being kind of trained to do. You give prizes in your free group. And that gets a little expensive. If you're doing weekly, you know.
If you're doing a free group, I wouldn't do prizes. Personally.
And I know some of them will push that. They'll tell you make it. I've heard there's a couple of them, and I know they make it like pretty much like a VIP.
Yeah.
So why would anybody want to go to your VIP?
Well, yeah, if you're giving them, you know, gift cards and everything else.
Yeah, you know, gift cards and prizes every week. You know, I could see maybe something.
I give them a prize if they sign up with a challenge pack.
And see, that's what I started doing the prizes to begin with, because that's what I saw everybody else doing. I'm like, well, these people aren't going nowhere. They want all these free prizes. They're, you know, so I have stopped doing prizes, period.
Yep.
And I've seen others that run it pretty much just exactly like a VIP minus the challenge pack. Yep. They give away prizes. They have the daily themes just like the VIPs. Which you can have themes and stuff, but you know, don't make it just like the VIP.
Yeah, then it's not. Then the VIP group isn't VIP anymore.
No, yeah, because you know you want to promote your, you know, the VIP is like it's your free group on steroids kind of thing, you know. But yeah, some people like just, and some people spend more time on their free group than they do coaching.
Yep. Yeah,
so,
that's why I'm not. Like I said, I may have rambled a lot and not made a ton of sense. It's because I don't do these very often. But I do feel like it should have been covered. And I do feel like that everyone should at least try them for a while, because there's a lot of success with them. You know what I mean? I know Shanna had some good success for a while on hers. And I know you're on this call, Shanna. I see your face.
And Caitlin, I don't know if she's still doing groups or not, but I know she did a couple of groups and she had, you know, some success with it.
Yep. So, yeah, apologize for the rambling if I rambled.
No, you're fine.
You did good.
Just remember, because we went over it in the last call, that there is that free challenge group self-paced training.
I was just going to say that. If you haven't done it, you should definitely do it. And if you want my opinion, I don't think you need to do every single video. I think Jatana Jackson's is plenty, and which is the first video. The only thing I do differently is I put my people from the event into a closed group like I just showed you guys. Jatana doesn't. She keeps it in the event.
Yeah, and then anybody can join it.
Yeah, so if I were you, I would ask your upline or one of us to add you to that training and at least watch Jatana's video, okay? And then if you watch that, you're going to get – it's so simple. She breaks it down so well because she's a professional at it. And then the only thing I would do different is put people in a closed group instead of keeping it just in the event. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you watch the video. And if you watch the video and want to ask questions, just post it in Team Just Believe and we'll answer them.
Mm-hmm. And for anybody, because I know a lot of the newer coaches, some of them don't have their like pages or don't know what they're doing. It goes over that somewhat in that free challenge group too, about like pages and things. So
you definitely need a like page, and you can't be scared to spend a little tiny bit of money on ads. It doesn't have to be a lot. Cheap stuff. I mean, $5 can get you enough for a free group if you do it right. So
you will see some in some trainings. Some of these coaches, they only do it on their personal page, but it's just Facebook jail waiting to happen.
Yep. So
because Facebook really doesn't want your business over on your personal page. So
anybody have any questions? I mean, there's not a lot of people here, so.
No.
Aaron, do you have a question? No. Okay. Shanna, do you want to add anything, Shanna? No?
Oh, I do want to say one thing, though. If y'all are trying to figure out, in that Engage training, is a file or a Google Doc that like 10-day clean eating, and it has Jatana's her scripts and stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something to go by. And then also, if you don't know what kind of challenge, just Google.
All
they
you
have
to do is
30
Google
challenge, 21-day challenge, squat challenge, and just
copy it.
You know, copy it and then put it on like pictures of your own.
Remember, in your Beachbody business, Google is your friend with everything. If there's a question you can't answer about fitness, nutrition, anything, just Google it, man. You'll find the answer. And then you look smart, too.
Yes.
Okay.
I use Pinterest a lot.
Yeah, seriously.
Like Pinterest, health and fitness, type in free challenge or leg challenge, and kind of mix and match things.
Yep.
I mean, there's actually
have pictures a lot of times if I don't know how to do something.
There's actually a 30-day challenge website, and they have like all kind of challenges on it.
Yep.
Just copy those. So yeah, I think it's actually called 30daychallenge.com. But
yep. All right. I will post my event script in the files tab because I know that's pretty crucial to this whole situation. And if you want to, I can post some of my workout photos and different things in there so that you can get an idea too. I can do that too. So you guys can copy me if you want. Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Well, thanks to the people that showed up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thanks, Corrie.
You're welcome.